ventilate on it and make that other process work. So let's have the Honorable Leader of Minority, the Honorable Mbadi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to support this petition by Honorable Sosion, and I want to congratulate him for representing teachers very well. Mr. Speaker, teaching is a noble profession, we have always said. And I will tell you, any society that does not invest in education is a society that is not progressing at all. And so, Mr. Speaker, the way we handle and treat our teachers is very, very important. And I want to advise or add that when this committee is looking at this matter, there are issues that need to be looked into, which may require even budgetary allocation by this House. So if there is need for budgetary allocation, the committee should recommend, even with figures, how much this House should provide so that we recognize and respect our teachers. Mr. Speaker, before I conclude, when one applies for admission to a university or any other college for either diploma, degree, or postgraduate degree, undergraduate degree or postgraduate degree, there is minimum qualification requirements. And once someone has met that and has already gone through the process and qualified, then you should not have any other body trashing that qualification. So, Mr. Speaker, to get a degree involves investment by these very teachers. And Mr. Speaker, I'm sure if you don't have someone in your family who is not a teacher, who is a teacher, at least you have a friend, you have a relative, you have someone close to you, even a neighbor. You represent teachers. Look at the kind of salary they earn. If someone can sacrifice part of that salary to improve his or her education, Mr. Speaker, it doesn't make sense that once you complete, then that very paper that you toiled so hard for 4 years plus to get, that it is not recognized, that it doesn't add any value to your life, Mr. Speaker. And these teachers are about to retire. Now, when they retire with those certificates, what value will it add to you when people mention in your funeral that at least you went up to university? That is the only mention that will come out of that paper. It is sad. It is immoral, Mr. Speaker. It is something that this committee must look into and bring recommendations that this House can implement, even if it means allocating more resources. We can do it because our teachers are not treated well, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. I support.
Very well. Let's have, I have too many teachers running in the line, so maybe just to confirm that, including, let's proceed. Honorable Tongi.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity also to support the petition. Honorable Speaker, I believe that we are all a product of teachers. And the teachers have given a lot of contribution to Kenyans to where we are today, Honorable Speaker. Without the teachers, we would not be having the kind of quality we have in Parliament here today, Honorable Speaker. Would not be having the doctors that we're having today in the country, Kenya. Would not be having the professionals that we have in the country, Honorable Speaker. And we need to appreciate that if people fail exam at any given point, depending on the circumstances at that point in time, Honorable Speaker. People have gone back to school to enhance and improve their capacity of delivery of service. If a teacher has gone back to school because he or she has realized the opportunity that they would add, the value they will add to the community, to Kenyans, Honorable Speaker, they should not be punished, rather they should be rewarded. This idea of punishing them by not giving them promotion on account of what they have sacrificed so much, Honorable Speaker, because like my colleague has said, education is an investment, just like any other investment.
Okay, Honorable Tongi, please wind up because I really don't intend to open it too much.
Thank you. Honorable Speaker, I'm guided and I support the motion because as a former teacher, I believe that that's the way to go. We should reward and encourage teachers for better performance and improving the country, Kenya. Thank you.
Okay, again, you are top on the list here.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. And let me congratulate Honorable Sosion for really representing teachers in this House very well. congratulations, because you have the teachers in your heart. Honorable Speaker, teaching is a very noble cause. It is the only cause that is mentioned in the Bible, because even Jesus Christ was a teacher. That is why he was teaching in parables and others in synagogues, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, teachers are in charge of our children. We only have our children at home for 3 months, and they are in school for 9 months, meaning they are the parents of our children, Honorable Speaker, and they mold our children. So we must reward them, and we must make sure that this is a noble cause as it is, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, there will be no engineers, no doctors, no any other profession without teachers. Okay. Honorable Speaker, when they invest in education, we must motivate them that there is return in investment. That is the only way all the other teachers can go to university and read, Honorable Speaker. So I support.
Okay. Honorable Sosion. Honorable Sosion, are you not ready?
Yes, I'm ready, Honorable Speaker.
I've given you the floor.
Yes, Honorable Speaker, I rise to present a petition regarding refusal by the Teacher Service Commission to acknowledge undergraduate, graduate, and postgraduate qualifications attained by teachers in service from recognized institutions and universities. I, the undersigned, on behalf of concerned teachers, draw the attention of the House to the following. 1, that the government of Kenya is committed to ensuring the policy of objectives for teacher education are aligned to meet the aspirations of the Constitution, Kenya's Vision 2030, and UNESCO's Education 2030 agenda exposed in Sustainable Development Goal number 4. Honorable Speaker, that Section 35(2)A of the Teacher Service Commission Act 2012 emphasizes the need for the Commission to require every registered teacher to undertake career progression and professional development programs. 3, that in recognition that continuous professional development of teachers is important in updating and development of the competencies of the teaching staff through acquisition of new skills, the Ministry of Education has integrated education and training in national development plans and strategies. 4, that in the interest of self-improvement, many teachers have progressively advanced their qualifications by pursuing and successfully earning higher qualifications ranging from diplomas, bachelors, masters, and even doctoral degrees. That, Honorable Speaker, the ILO UNESCO recommendation concerning the status of teachers of 1966 states that teaching is a form of public service which requires of teachers expert knowledge and specialized skills acquired and maintained through rigorous and continuing studies. 6, that the acquisition of higher certificates and qualifications undoubtedly equips teachers with specialized skills which enhance their professional competencies, mastery of content, and quality of delivery. 7, that in pursuit for higher qualifications, teachers had legitimate expectations that TSC would reciprocate through commensurate compensation of their efforts in bettering the teaching profession with effect from the date of their graduation. 8, that unexpectedly in 2014, Honorable Speaker, the TSC declined and terminated and stopped to acknowledge and reward in-service teachers for the bachelor's, master's, or doctoral, and even diploma certificates that they acquired from recognized universities as part of their personal career development. 9, that the decision by the Teacher Service Commission disillusioned teachers and negated its goal of building a highly knowledgeable teaching force through self-initiated career progression and professional development. 10, that the Teacher Service Commission action contradicts ILO UNESCO Convention 1966 recommendation that authorities, and I quote, authorities and teachers should recognize the importance of in-service education designed to secure systematic improvement of the quality and content of education and teaching techniques. 11, that if TSC's current policy position of declining to recognize and compensate in-service teachers for higher qualifications and the country stands the risk of losing its continental and global competitiveness and standing in the field of education. And Honorable Speaker, I wish to report that now Kenya is ranked number 7 in global competitiveness in the continent, down from number 1 out of these type of reforms. Honorable Speaker, 12, that efforts by the petitioners to move the TSC to address the matter have been unsuccessful. 13, that the issues in respect of which the petition is raised are not pending before any court of law, constitutional, or any legal body. Therefore, Honorable Speaker, your humble petitioners pray that this House, through the Departmental Committee on Education and Research, intervenes in matters raised in this petition, and 1, inquires into the circumstances under which the Teacher Service Commission has since 2014 unilaterally declined to recognize diplomas, undergraduates, graduates, and postgraduate degrees earned by in-service teachers from recognized universities. 2, recommends that the Teacher Service Commission immediately puts in place necessary policy guidelines to promote or upgrade teachers who successfully acquire higher qualifications from recognized institutions in line with international best practices and the recommendations of the ILO UNESCO Conference of 1966 on the status of teachers. And 3, make any other recommendations deemed fit in addressing the plight of the petitioners with a view to safeguarding Kenya's competitiveness and hitherto coveted place in the field of education. And your petitioners, Honorable Speaker, will ever pray. Thank you.
Very well.